A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Yuki Pasha. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
Two state ministers and three governors sworn in before the president. A member of the Dambul Urban Council arrested for assault. 9 people hospitalized following a brawl in Vallavatta. Daily activities of Hong Kong halted due to protest.
Now, in your lead story for this afternoon, the Court of Appeal has ruled that the decision of former Chief Minister of Northern Province C.V. Vigneswaran to remove P. Dhaneswaran from the position of Provincial Education Minister and appoint a new minister to that position is illegal. Moving on, new governors appointed for 3 provinces took their oaths before President Maithripala Sirisena today.
Kirti Tennakoon was sworn in as the governor of the Central Province. The President's Media Division said President's Counsel Maitri Gunaratne was appointed as the governor of the Uva Province, while Hemal Gunasekara was appointed as the governor of the Southern Province. The event to present appointment letters was held at the President's official residence. Meanwhile, 2 state ministers were sworn in before the President this morning. Anoma Gamage was appointed as the State Minister of Petroleum Resources Development. Lucky Jayawardena was sworn in before the President as the State Minister of City Planning, Water Supply and Higher Education.
In some tragic local news now, 9 people have been hospitalized after a brawl between 2 groups in Vallavatta.
Police stated that the brawl had taken place between individuals from an apartment complex and workers from a construction site. 3 people from both the groups and 3 police officers have been admitted with minor injuries to the National Hospital and the Kalubovila Teaching Hospital. Police stated the brawl was a dispute between intoxicated individuals. Police media spokesperson SP Ruwan Gunasekara said 7 3-wheelers, a motorcycle and a bicycle have also been damaged in the clash. He said around 150 people had joined in the clash, thus forcing police to fire tear gas. A Vallavatta police SI had sustained injuries and is receiving treatment at the Kalubovila Hospital. SP Ruwan Gunasekara further said 1 suspect was arrested yesterday, adding that investigations were underway to arrest the remaining suspects.
Moving on, Provincial Councils and Local Government Forum of the Kegal District convened a media briefing to pledge their support to Minister Sajith Premadasa as the UNP presidential candidate.
What we are saying is if Ranil Wickremesinghe or an equal leader cannot contest, they should present the deputy leader of the party, as this is the method of making appointments based on hierarchy, and we don't think anyone other than Sajith Premadasa will contest and win from UNP.
අද සජිත් නැතුව මේ දේශපාලන භූමිකාවේ එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂ ජයග්‍රහණය කරන්න කිසිම ජගතෙකුට බෑ කියන එකයි මම කියන්නේ. උත්තරාධිකාරී මණ්ඩලය කියන
We are all in the position that the opinion of the members of the party that worked hard for this party and the stance of the working committee that consists henchmen are not the same thing. For about 20 to 22 years, there hasn't been a president from United National Party. We will do everything within our limit to present Minister Sajith Premadasa as a presidential candidate for the upcoming elections. If not, we will come to Colombo and set fire to ourselves. I think we will be the first party in Sri Lanka to have people commit self-immolation to ask for a candidate. Meanwhile, senior citizens of the UNP of Polonnaruwa district convened a media briefing today. Not only in Polonnaruwa district, the whole of Sri Lanka wants Sajith Premadasa to be the next president. We endorse the same.
Following views were expressed by the leader of the JVP, Andrew Kumar Desanayake, during a program held in Deniaya.
සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඉස්සර ඡන්ද යුද්ධෙ ඉන්නේ ඡන්ද කාලෙට. දැන් ඡන්ද යුද්ධය විලා තියෙන්නේ.
Normally, the election war is experienced during the time of the elections. Now the election war is inside the party. The UNP made such a pomp about forming an alliance on the 5th and putting forward a candidate. Today, there is an announcement that there is no alliance. I saw recently Mahinda Rajapaksa saying, I have not said that it will be Gotabaya Rajapaksa. He doesn't like giving this to the brother. There's a strong need for a broad program. A single person cannot do anything alone. The people of this country brought in various people for the leadership positions. The leaders who are able to fulfill the aspirations of the people will be able to rebuild the country. We must change the political structure that we followed for 71 years. The time has come to create a government that can take our lives forward. We have created that program with JVP taking the lead.
State Minister Buldika Patharan expressed the following after attending an event held at the Sirimawa Bandaranaike Memorial Hall.
When there were doubts that arose on the constitution of the newly established alliance during the last working committee meeting, leader of the UNP Ranil Wickremesinghe said to present the concerns and suggestions. Accordingly, there were different amendments that were proposed. All those amendments should be presented to the working committee again, and it should reach a conclusion. It will take a certain amount of time. They have decided to postpone the signing of the agreement for the proposed alliance. When there are alliances formed in Sri Lanka, the secretary and the leader is chosen from the main political party, that is the president. So there are different opinions from the UNP ministers and the members of the working committee. The conclusion was to include those suggestions to the final amendments.
Meanwhile, the GCE advanced level examinations commenced today.
The examination will be held until the 31st of this month. The Department of Examinations has said 337,704 candidates will sit for this year's advanced level examination. 2,678 examination centres have also been set in place to hold the exams. While the exams commenced at 8:30 am, all candidates have been instructed to arrive at the relevant exam centres by 8 am latest. Candidates will have to present either a valid national ID, a valid passport or a valid driving licence in order to be eligible to sit for the exam.
Mathugama-Colombo luxury buses operating on road number 430 and buses operating on the Mathugama Expressway have gone on strike today. Our correspondent said that bus drivers and bus owners have called the strike as authorities have allowed other buses to operate on the expressway in an ad hoc manner. The demonstrators point out that they have been subjected to severe injustice. Our correspondent stated that the strike commenced from this morning. Meanwhile, a member of the Dambulla Urban Council of the SLPP has been arrested. The police said that Andra Bandara was arrested at around 3 in the morning for assaulting an individual using a sharp weapon due to a personal dispute. Police added that the individual who suffered injuries in the attack is currently hospitalized. The suspect is to be produced before the Dambulla Magistrates Court. UPF MP Vimal Veerawanshu participated at an event held in Kaduala.
John Kerry, former United States Secretary of State, came to Sri Lanka as soon as this government was appointed. He spoke about the importance of the geographical location of our country. This is important for the United States so that ACSA could be signed. They can then interfere during an emergency situation. So an emergency situation was created. To create an emergency situation, those like Saharan is needed. To form those like Saharan, money should flow from the Saudi. Money can't simply flow in, it's monitored by the central bank. To fix that, the foreign exchange bill should be amended. Who requested for the central bank bill and the foreign exchange law to be amended? Even though we are unaware, the US made the request. Ranil did everything that was told. Amendments were made, Saharans were funded without anyone knowing about it. This extremism is made to create an emergency situation in the country. So we are not sure if these forces will take measures to create an emergency situation in the country. They can take such measures if they want to. If that happens, don't fight your neighbor, but take to the streets and be ready to march down to the temple.
පොළු අරගෙන අල්ලපුගේ වත්තේ ඉන්න මුස්ලිම් මිනිහාගේ ඔළුවට පත පාන්න යන්නේ නැතුව මහපාරට බහලා අරලියගහ මන්දිරයේ දෙසට යන්න ලෑස්ති වෙන්න